What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another short series of the Frontrunner podcast. If you're watching this today, this is the day after we had a video we put out yesterday on Justin Herbert hit 1,800 views. That was the highest video we've had so far. So if you've watched that, I appreciate it. If you shared it, whatever, we appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, much like most of you were yesterday that showed around, be sure to subscribe, leave a like and a comment. Let us know what kind of content you want to see from us. And be sure to stick around. We're all about football, all about growing our community here. And I think we got 8 subscribers off of the video yesterday. So, as we grow, the more we do for you guys, and the more content we put out that is tailored to what you guys want to see. Nonetheless, as you can see on the screen, today we will be talking about Mac Jones and why he is the front runner for the Heisman Trophy in college football. A lot of people are going to say it's between Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. I can't disagree with that. Trevor Lawrence is going number 1 in the draft. Justin Fields will probably be right behind him. Don't really know where they're going yet because it depends on who's going to suck more in the NFL. But to me, a sleeper pick is Mac Jones, a sleeper for the Heisman, Mac Jones. My co-host agrees with me. A lot of other people agree with us, not just Alabama fans. It's hard not to appreciate what Mac Jones is doing for Alabama this year. And what he's done over his career. He was overshadowed by Tua, overshadowed by Jalen Hurts. He came in with the same recruiting class as them. He has Bryce Young sitting right behind him, who is a really, really good quarterback, fresh out of high school in his rookie year, or freshman season, sorry. However you want to phrase it, it's all the same. He has performed way above anybody's expectations. I told somebody at the beginning of the year, I said, look, Mac Jones is going to be, he's not going to be Tua, he's not going to be Jalen, he's going to be Greg McElroy, AJ McCarron times 10. Okay, he's going to be a Blake Sims, a Jake Coker. He's going to be a quarterback that'll win you a national championship, and that's exactly what he's done. He's not necessarily in the Heisman talk for his numbers. He's in the Heisman talk for his efficiency. I'm going to throw the stats up for the screen so you can look along with me just in case you don't know. He is number 1. This is not including the Big Ten because they've only played one game. Number 1 in completion percentage at 78.8. I believe he is still top 2, top 3 in PFF graded quarterbacks. Number 1 in yards per attempt. Number 4 in yards. Number 1 in efficiency. Number 2 in SEC in touchdowns. He has 1,905 yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season. That is unreal. His 2 picks, his 2 turnovers were both tipped. So it's not even like he's just thrown 2 interceptions. He has 2 tipped passes that were both picked off. That's incredible. You compare that to Trevor Lawrence, who is number 5 in completions, number 9 in completion percentage at 70.7. That's 8 points worse. Number 5 in yards, number 2 in touchdowns, number 6 in yards per attempt, and number 7 in efficiency. Trevor Lawrence has about 100 yards less, 17 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So Trevor Lawrence is playing good, don't get me wrong in that sense. But again, this is Mac Jones and his Heisman campaign. He has 12 touchdowns. He didn't throw any against Tennessee, but Najee Harris had, I think we had 5 touchdowns. And Najee Harris had, a couple, Alabama's running backs are so good that Mac Jones doesn't have to get us in the end zone. We get inside the 5, we hand the ball off, it's a touchdown. You don't have to worry about that. So, of course, Trevor Lawrence is going to have a little bit more numbers because Clemson's a different offensive mentality inside the red zone where Alabama's going to try to run it. Clemson's going to throw it. Justin Fields is going to try to run it and throw it. So, again, it's a little different dynamic when you break it down to that. But, nonetheless, don't get it twisted. Mac Jones is the Heisman frontrunner. Don't look at stats. You cannot look at stats. You have to look at efficiency. You have to look at how the team is benefiting from their play. And when you do that, Mac Jones is the guy. Clemson's going to be good no matter who's their quarterback. Look at who they're playing. They're playing against North Carolina and Virginia Tech, Boston College, Syracuse, Citadel. This Mac Jones has played Missouri, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Georgia, and Tennessee. And he is 6 incompletions, 7 incompletions, 4 incompletions, 8 incompletions, 6 incompletions. That's unreal against SEC defenses. That's not like you play USC to start the year, then you play Arkansas State, then you play Missouri, and then you go and you play San Jose State or San Diego State or somebody like that. And he's got these stats. These are 5 SEC defenses. These are 4 teams that could be top 25. this ain't baby ball. This ain't ACC ball. This is the SEC where it's the best of the best week in and week out. And for that reason, Mac Jones is the Heisman frontrunner. Appreciate you guys tuning into this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, and come back next week for more Heisman talk.